Way down in Egypt's land, and tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. Good afternoon, y'all. How you doing? I just want to say I is Harriet Tubman. Now I works really close with Frederick Douglass on the Freedmen's Bureau, and I works real hard on the Underground Railroad. Now I wasn't always called Harriet. No, that's the name I gives myself when I made my ways to freedom, north to Philadelphia. No, Harriet was my mama's name, and she named me Araminta Ross, and my mama's name was Harriet Ross, like I said, and my daddy's name was Ben Ross, and I lived with my mama and my daddy on Maxabrodis farm. And, well, I don't know how old I was, but I was real young, and my mama, she come in one day, and she say to me, Master done sold you down creek to work in some white lady's house. Miss Susan, taking care of her baby. Well, when my mama told me this, all I could think to say was, why, mama? Why I's gotta go? Why can't Miss Levis take care of Miss Susan's baby? Why can't Miss Susan take care of her own baby? I just don't see why I's gotta. Yes, ma'am. Oh, when my mama tells you you best be quiet and thankful, well, that's what you best do, or get popped in the mouth. So I'd be quiet then. And besides, my mama was right. I could have been sold way down the river, way down south, and I would have never seen my family. But I still sad, you know. 'Cause I was gonna miss all my brothers and my sisters and my friends. Maybe not my brothers, 'cause they always teasing me, calling me skinty-minty, skinty-minty, skinny as a rail. Oh, I hate it. Besides, I ain't never lived in no white lady's house before. Maybe I was like it. Maybe I was getting my own room with my own bed. Ain't it the real big? Ain't it the all mine? Maybe they warm and quiet like. Maybe I was like living in Miss Susan's house. Boy, was I wrong. 'Cause I can't stand Miss Susan's baby. She cries. She cries when she's hungry. She cries when she's tired. She cries when she's wet. And one day, when ain't nothing wrong at all, she cries. And Miss Susan, oh, Miss Susan, she beat me when I don't take care of her, right? So what I do, I praise. Dear Lord, please let me get to the baby before Miss Susan do. And please let me get to her in time and make her stop crying so Miss Susan won't beat me. Amen. Oh, one day, when I was finally get the baby to speak and to stop crying, well, Miss Susan come in and she say to me, go to the kitchen, seeing as you can't take care of my baby right. I was due. And when I get there, they gives me a bowl. And they tell me, go set the front porch for Miss Susan's tea time. Well, I looks down in it, and there's all these white lumps like. So I says, what's this for? Child, ain't you never seen sugar before? I seen sugar, but none as funny looking as this. I sat it on the porch. I wonder, do want to taste some. Hey! You think you look out while I go taste some? Hey! You looking? You gotta look around. Look around. Make sure no one's coming, okay? Look around. Okay. It do taste like sugar. It do. Oh, it's better than sugar. It's like sugar candies. I sees Miss Susan with all her white lady friends, and they sees me. I know I was gonna get a beating for eating some. I can't get a beating. I can't. So I run all the way off the porch, and I can't see Miss Susan's face no more. So I say to myself, well, run home. But I don't know which way home is. Oh, Miss Susan, she coming up right behind me. I see the farm a ways off, so I run towards it. And right out front, there's this pig pen. So, well, I just run and I hide with the pigs. I hear his footsteps. It's not Miss Susan. It's just the farmhand. He don't even see me. He throws slop all over me. I just get so hungry. Well, I ate the slop right out my lap. I was hungry, see? Get! Oh, these pigs, they trying to take my food. So I have to eat faster so they can't get none. Just then it gets real dark like. I can't see my ways. So I just stays the night there. The sun go up and down 4 times before I get tired of fighting these pigs. And I was real hungry. So I tells myself, any beating Miss Susan gonna give me is better than hiding in this pig pen. So I gets out and I walk all the way back to Miss Susan's house. Back to my mom. When I get there, Miss Susan, she don't say nothing. She just tell him, go hitch my wagon. And then she tells me to sit on the front porch. So I do. And then she tells me, get in the wagon. Don't you know she drove me all the way back to Master Broder's farm, back to my mama. When we get there, Miss Susan, she real ornery. Oh, she says to me, Araminta Ross, you have been a bad girl. Well, she can't cook right, she can't clean right, she can't even take care of my babies right. I want my money back. Oh, Master Brodus, he don't do nothing. All he do is shake his head and he say, no, a deal's a deal. Now, I take back the girl, but I ain't giving you your money back. Miss Susan, she don't know what to do. She just storms off like. I was just happy I didn't get a beating from Miss Susan that day, and I'll never see her again. She says she's real worried for me. She says I could have been killed running off like that. And then she gives me a spanking. Ow, Mama! Mama! But don't you know that's the best beating I'll ever get? It's time for the meeting. Master Brodus, he holds church meetings in my mama's house. He says so God keeps us in line. But it ain't God keeps us in line, it's my mama. They used to call her Old Rick. Oh, Henry's here. His little girl done gone missing for 2 days now. Don't nobody know where she run off to. Miss Enola's here. I can't stand her. She's so nosy. Antonia's here. I like her, but she's real quiet though. Oh, Mama's here. We about to start. Antonia. Enola. Henry. Henry. Henry, calm down. I says calm down now. I ain't calming down for nobody, Rick. Now my girl done gone missing for 2 days now, and I knows who did it. It's them cannons. They stealing niggas left and right, and I was fixing on doing something about it. Ooh, you talking about killing them white people like Nat Turner done did? I was talking about doing whatever it takes. And if that means killing the next ones, then that's what I was fixing to do. Ooh, you gonna get yourself killed then. Because you know what I heard? I heard they done hung Nat Turner Day for killing them white people. And you know what else I heard? Excuse me, Tonya. I heard that some of them Negroes that done helped him, well, they went off to some kind of underground railroad. Don't make much sense to me, but that's what I heard. Enola Husher. Ain't nobody talking about no underground railroad. So then what we talking about, Rick? Huh? We talking about some train underground, or we talking about getting my girl back? Now, I came down here tonight because I was fixing on running a raid on that cannon farm. And I want to know who's with me. Who's with me? Henry, that's enough. Sit down. Sit down. Now, ain't nobody running a raid on the cannon farm. That ain't the way. I tells you what you're going to do. You're going to tell Master Brodus, that's right. Now that little girl's as much Master Brodus as she is your own. You tell him, maybe he could get your girl back, but she's sold down south. Now you go cause in trouble. That's all you's gonna get. And Nola, I hears you over there. Now I says, hush up. We ain't talking about that right now. Why, Rick? I mean, is there some kind of train underground like Henry said? Or is it just a story? I just don't see why we can't talk about it. Antonia, it's not called underground because it's underground. It's called underground because it's a secret. And that's why I don't want to talk about it. But seeing how yous all want to talk, well then we talk. Now, my husband Ben done told me that 3 of them Negroes that run off the farm running. Now, they got whites and free Negroes that helps them get north. But it ain't safe. Not everyone makes it to freedom. And that's why I don't want to hear y'all talking about running off from it. We just gonna wait for freedom. I know if we work real hard and we don't pose no problems, well, Master Brodus, he just gonna write us our freedom papers. And that's what I'm trusting God for. Rick, what if Master Brodus don't give us our freedom? What you suppose we do then? We just gonna wait. Remember what the Bible says, y'all. Them that wait upon the Lord, he shall renew their strength. They shall mount up like wings on eagles. They will run and not be weary. They will walk and not faint. So we're not going to pose no problems. we just gonna wait. Right, Henry. Right, Rick. I tell Master Brodus. I let him handle it, but if he don't get my girl back, I just can't promise I won't do something about it. Well, that's just fine, Henry. That's just fine. Mama, she always had a way of talking to folks. Give them hopes about freedom. But, well, I just don't know how long they're gonna wait. You know what I think? I think the Underground Railroad is God's way of freeing us. I'm 13 now and old enough to work in the fields. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was the strongest one out in these fields, stronger than the boys too. Well, I could outlift, outchop, outshovel half of them. And I was loving it, because all the fresh air and the warm sun, well, it's the closest thing I've ever known to freedom in my life. I once was lost, but now I found. Was blind, but now I see. Isaiah, boy, you better hurry up, because I was fixing on beating you today. Isaiah, well, stop staring off into space. Isaiah, pick up your shovel. Isaiah! 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 Isaiah done run off the plantation. Oh, and the overseer, he heard me calling, so he go running after him. I can't let my friend get hurt, so I run too. And I run past the overseer. Isaiah! Isaiah! Oh, I see him. He runs into a store. Isaiah! Isaiah! Isaiah, you gotta run. You can't stay. Run! Isaiah! I sees the overseer. He's standing right behind us. And he says to me, "Thank you for helping me catch this unruly Negro, girl. Well, since you're so keen on helping me, why don't you go and whip him then?" As don't do nothing. I just stare back at him like. And the overseer, he's so shocked he don't know what to do. So he just stare back at me funny like. Just then I sees Isaiah. He runs out the back. So I run too so that the overseer can't get him. And the overseer, he picks up something big and black and he throws it at Isaiah. But it don't hit Isaiah. I just can't move. And the overseer, he just keeps saying, "Get up, girl, get up!" So I makes my way to some type of barrel or something. It says I can't even walk out the store. I can't even go back to work no more. So they carry me all the way back to Master Brodus' farm, back to my mama. I was real sick then. I don't know for how long. I don't remember much, just hearing voices, like prayers and thanks like. And I remember I had this dream. I dreamed standing on a rock like this one. And I look down at myself, and I see Moses. And all the children of Israel, well, they're just staring back at me like. And a ways off, I see a big body of water. And I can hear the Egyptian soldiers coming up behind me, but I ain't afraid, see? Because all I do is stretch out my hands, and the waters part. And all the children of Israel just walk on the freedom line. And I look real close, and it's not the children of Israel walking. It's my family, my mama, my daddy, and all my sisters and brothers. Why, they just walk on the freedom line. And that dream has stayed with me as I got older. I was married now. I was Harriet Tubman. I married a free Negro, John Tubman. We married 5 years now. Well, say something, John. You sad, vexed at me? Say something. I tell you, I was about to be sold down south, but you don't say nothing. I tell you, I can't live like this no more, John, but you still don't say nothing. I tell you, I want us both to run north so we can both live as free man and wife. But you still don't say nothing. 5 years I watched as he lived as a free Negro while I was still a slave. And I reasoned in my mind I got the right to 2 things, liberty or death. And as God is my witness, I was going to have one or the other. That same night, I've had me another dream. I dreamed I was flying, yes, just like a bird, over hills, valleys, and houses. And I sees a river, and it says, I want to cross it. So I do. I get halfway across, and I feel myself slipping. I sees I ain't gonna make it. And just then, I sees these ladies all dressed in white, and they just stretch out their arms and pull me the rest of the way across. The next morning, while on my way to the field, I noticed that the kitchen slaves, well, they hung a quilt with the North Star on it. And that's when I knew. I tells my brothers, Harry, bang, tonight's the night. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. If you get there before I do, coming forth to carry me home. Tell all your friends I'm coming there too, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. If you get there before I do, coming forth to carry me home. Tell all your friends I'm coming there too, coming. Harry, Ben, well, let's go. You can't stay. Harry, Ben, Harry, Ben, don't leave me. Harry and Ben, my brothers, They left me there. And I really want to go back to be with them. But I tell myself, as much as I want to run back, I have to keep running on. And even when I think I hear footsteps coming up behind me, well, I don't stop running. I just keep running on. And even when I think I hear dogs tracking up behind me in the dark, I don't stop running. I just keep running on. And don't you know, from safe house to safe house, I had a clear view of the night sky every night, so I could use the stars to help me get snow. And I even used rivers, even the bare paw prints in the mud to help me get to freedom. And I was feeling mighty good about it. I feel like I was going to make it real soon. But then it starts to get kind of cloudy there. I can't see the stars no more, not even the North Star. So I look for some type of track or trail in the mud, something to help me get north. But there's all this mud, and it's been raining for days, and I was real wet and tired. I ain't had food or water in a day, and I just don't know which ways to go no more. So I fall on my knees and I say, God, please, please don't leave me. Let the next hill I climb be my last. Let the next land I walk through be my promised land where I can live free. And don't you know, that's the last prayer I prayed. For the very next day, I made my ways to freedom, north to Philadelphia. And since then, I made 19 more trips south, freeing over 300 slaves on the Underground Railroad. And I ain't lost a passenger yet. People, they call me Moses, like in my dream. Well, I suppose I was just like Moses, because I was real scared, but mighty determined to make my ways to freedom, one soul at a time. To let my people go.